So yo, what's up guys? Hello again, this is KYG Beats, and today, I'm trying to do you some favors and doing a pop punk tutorial for beginners, like how to start off with your beats, how to make it, like all the guitars, drums and all the production that you are hearing in the latest, like the tracks from artists like Jxdn, Ian Dior, Poorstacy, KennyHoopla, all those new artists, or like maybe bring in some like older artists like Green Day, Blink 182, Modson, NGK. They are also very popular. NGK came out with his album Tickets to My Downfall. It was real great success for him. So I'm trying to teach you like how to make something similar. Also, if you do not play guitar, then I got you, bro. With these modern VSTs, we can do anything. So what do you need exactly to make the pop punk beats? If you got some money, or you can afford to pay some guitarists, then there's plenty in the internet, the packs and everything else you can find. So these are pretty nice also if you want to make this type of beats. And usually what you see in this genre, the drums. So I think you should need also the real drums. For the drums you can use my drum kit. It's free. It got like 24 sounds, so you can find something to start with. And also if you can afford, you can go to the Splice. Splice has also some really amazing sounds. There's Travis Barker drum kit and everything else you can also find there. The VST, it's Easy Drummer 2. There's the pop punk preset kit you can buy. Also with the guitar you can use VSTs as contact. It has Electric Sunburst preset kit. Also RealStrat by Music Lab has things you need. In this tutorial I'm using also the RealStrat by Music Lab. It's also not free, but I think it gets the sound going into the cookup. I'm showing you how I usually make my things, and let's see how we go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna break down like how I made the melody for this type of beat I have right here. For the first one, just let's hear the power chords. I'm using the VST called RealStrat Elite. It's electric guitar. I find it really useful, like if you wanna try and do the like the pop punk sound. I think it's pretty nice to start off with. So yeah, and for the mix I'm using the guitar rig because without the effects the guitar will just sound like this. And with the guitar rig I use the Pro and Sound. Without the guitar rig it will be really really bad, and you wanna use the guitar rig because I think it has really nice effects, also amps, and for the bass and everything effects, you can just go crazy in here. You can really do your own thing. Here are very many presets. You can use all of them. Under the guitar rig you can change the you know, like the sound you're using, maybe high gain. For this tutorial, I'm gonna use the high gain. I like it better. So yeah, you can just, you know, you can really go crazy and see what you like. Here are many presets. Okay, for the next one, we're gonna see the muted chords. So yeah, for the muted chords, I also took it to the separate channel. And for the muted chords, I use the same chords as the power chords. Yeah, these are the chords, the same chords, but to get the muted sound, you need to tick the square over here under permanent effects and choose preach mute to get the sound. Here are many different options. Tapping, mute, harmonics, you know, scrapes. You can add scrapes in there if you want. Scrapes sound like this. Not sounding the best, but pinch harmonics. You know, here are very many like options. You can use everything. You can try it out. I know. I like this plugin. It's crazy. Okay, so this is the muted chords. Also for the sound, I used the Pro Van sound, the Pro Van sound preset. I didn't change anything, it's just how it is. Or just you can type in Pro Van sound, there it is. And for the muted chords, I also cut out some nasty frequencies, as the same as the power chords. Let's see. I can show you the frequency range. It's pretty nasty. So let's hear it. Yep. So that's why. Or maybe I'm gonna turn it up. I don't really like the sound that's in there, so I'm gonna turn it down 4.9 decibels. Okay, so that were the muted chords. Let's move on to the lead. The lead sounds like this. I draw this pattern. That's the lead. Okay, that's the lead. For the lead, I used guitar rig again. For the guitar rig, I searched this preset called Hot Solo Scooped. I liked how it sounded, so yeah, maybe I'm gonna find something better here. I used the init, but maybe like almost clean. I'm gonna use the warm gain because I like it. I like how it sounds. And for the lead, I took it a little bit stereo. I used the Polyverse Wider effect plugin. I turned it to 100%. Without the effect, it will sound like this. And with the effect, takes it more into the, you know, like the headphones, a little bit wider. And also for the lead, I added reverb. So yeah, it's pretty important that you use the guitar rig for this sound, because you won't get the sound without the guitar rig. So the guitar won't sound like it should be. For the guitar melody, I laid down this melody. It's a little bit more pleasant, a little bit more like to the verse, or you know, like to switch it up the track a little bit. So the main melody sounds like this. And for the guitar chords, I only use the guitar rig, the preset called Plexi Rotor Room. The Plex preamp, I set it to crunch, and yeah, it will sound like this. And also I think I'm gonna add a little bit reverb, because I think it needs some reverb, so I'm gonna turn down the TK to 1 second, if I can get it. 1 second, and the mix I'm gonna turn it down, or size I'm gonna turn it down also. High cut, low cut, yep, maybe like this. No, so yeah, it won't stop like this soon, and I'm gonna see if I need to make some changes in the end, but yep. And the melody lead, I use the same lead guitar, you know, the lead melody as I used in the previous lead, but this is more softer, and I'm gonna see where I'm gonna put it as we are arranging the beat later on. Yep, so that's the lead. For the lead I used guitar rig and the Plexi Rotor Room preset. Turned it to clean sound, and cut off some frequencies in the, you know, like a high mid range. And the reverb, I used the preset in Valhalla Vintage Reverb as the guitar space. Turned down the mix, and yeah, got the sound. Okay, so now we got all the melody sounds over here. So now I named them and also added some color to differentiate the parts of the melody. So I'm gonna just quickly arrange it and see what fits the best. Okay, let's hear what we got with the melody. I'm thinking maybe it would sound like this, like it should be. Okay, now I can see that maybe I need to make some changes. I probably want to use some more like more energetic guitar over here. So I right click and make unique, and now I come to the track. I got this like the 4 half bar sequence, so I'm gonna just holding shift, selecting all the notes and holding shift and left click and dragging them to here. So and also holding alt and scrolling down to get the velocities a little bit lower. So I think for this part I'm gonna use more like the muted chords. So let's hear how it sounds. Okay, I like it how it sounds right now. So yeah, let's go on. See, maybe we're gonna add something more interesting to here. Doing all together again to the lead. Right click, make unique. And now we got the second one also going to the track. And I'm just thinking that maybe I'm gonna put it octave down. So holding control and moving and pressing the down arrow, I'm gonna get the octave down. So yeah, and also for this I'm gonna hold alt and scrolling the wheel to get the velocities a little bit more down. So yeah, let's hear how it sounds now. I think I'm gonna a little bit cut the end here also. Okay, so let's hear how it goes to the verse. Okay, I think the lead cut off real soon. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it like this. And let's hear the verse again, the second verse. Okay, I think this melody arrangement and everything, it's all crazy. I think what I usually do next is that I'm gonna get the drums now. So I'm gonna find some sounds. And also for the tutorial I'm gonna use my drum kit, because it's available free and you can use it in your tracks. Okay, so for the sound, I'm gonna do some basic pop punk arrangement with the drums. So I'm thinking that it should have, like in the verses, it should have like this faster snares, also like some more pleasant kicks, not going too crazy. And for the hook, I'm gonna use some more slower pace drums. So yeah, maybe we can use some drum loops I have over here, because I've chosen the 160 ppm. So let's see what loop I have here. Maybe we can use this drum loop in the chorus. So yeah, let's add the drums to the chorus. Okay. And for the verse, I'm gonna use do a new pattern. Let's call this rename verse drums. Okay, so we're gonna add this over here. And now we're gonna do some verse drums. We're gonna use this roomy kick. Also getting more like the loudness, so I'm pressing this icon here and boosting the sound a little bit. Also, I'm gonna find a snare. I'm gonna use the unique snare, and also I need hats. I'm gonna use these hats. Okay. Well, we need more. We need cymbal probably. So when it goes on, then then it just, you know, like, yeah. Okay, for the hat pattern, I think I'm gonna go with fill each 4 steps. Go to the piano roll. Go to the piano roll, select the notes, and also with the shift, holding down the shift and pressing one, you know, like the note here, going to the right, you can get the duplicate of the notes. And Alt and scrolling down the wheel, we can get the velocity a little bit down. So and also for the hat pattern, I'm gonna press Alt and R to randomize the notes. So if you play the drums, if you play the hats, you know, not all the hats sound the same. So we're gonna make it more humane and maybe pan it a little bit, like -5%. Yep. And the velocity -11. Okay, so let's hear how the verse drums sound right now, with only the hats. Okay, these are the hats. And usually when I start off my drums, I almost every time I start off with the percussion, so hats, open hats, cymbals. In my drum kit there's no open hats, but I wanna add some open hats, so I'm gonna get the help of Travis Barker drum kit, which you can find on Splice, kit down, the link down below. So I'm gonna find some open hats. Maybe we're gonna use that hat for the track. So let's see where we want those hats to be. I'm gonna put it to the tempo of our track. Okay, I think this this open hat pattern sounds crazy. And for the snare, I'm gonna use also the boost. So I'm boosting the sound. And for the verse, I'm gonna use the faster snare rhythm and you put it to the every first red note over the drum sequencer, so it will sound like this. Okay, I think it's crazy. So also with the snare you can do the velocity change, maybe, you know, like also maybe randomizer a little bit, -3, and not the panning. So yeah. Okay, for the kick, I'm gonna boost it a little bit more. So yeah, now the kick, I'm gonna use every you know, like the 2 bars. So when it drops, it goes dun 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 ch 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 dun 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 ch. So it's maybe easier, you know, you can rap over it, so it won't sound too crazy. And also with the verse drums, we're gonna do like this, that we're gonna make a new pattern, and also adding some, like, you know, like more variation to the drums. So I'm just thinking that maybe I'm gonna do it like this. So yeah, that's the variation. So let's hear it with the track. And maybe when the verse goes on, we're gonna also now change the variation. And for the second part, I'm gonna do this trick that the one more kick sequence comes to the track. So the kick will play every bar. So it goes like dun 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 ch ch dun 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 ch ch dun dun dun. Okay, so also for the kick we can change the velocity also. So right clicking the kick, graph editor, we can pull down a little bit the second kick, because maybe a little bit louder, because, you know, maybe your leg, if you're playing the kick drum, then it goes like, I think it's still a little bit loud, not louder but quieter. So we're gonna use the velocity as first is strong, the second one is a little bit more subtle. So yeah, and getting the graph editor out of our way, pressing the icon here. So the second part, and also the variation, we're gonna add also those kicks over here. Also doing this by hand. And I'm gonna add for the first one also. And the second part will sound like this now. And for this part, I'm thinking more like a build up to the chorus. I'm gonna use the same drums over here, but we're gonna build it up with our snare drum. I'm just randomly putting the notes. Maybe it will work. And doing like this. Maybe it sounds nice. And we're gonna add the kick with fill 8 steps. Maybe we're gonna add one more snare here. Okay, this is the build-up drums. I'm gonna rename it. Build-up drums. Also making a different sequence over here. For the second part, maybe I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Also gonna change the kicks with the randomizer a little bit more like human feel maybe. And also thinking that if it drops, we're gonna need some drum fill. For the tutorial, I'm gonna use some drum fills made by Travis Parker. Maybe I'm gonna use this one. Use it with the tempo we got. Okay. So I'm just gonna see how it looks right now. Okay, I think the chorus sounds really nice. So what the track is still missing, it's the bass. So that's with the first verse and the hook drums. So yeah, now we're gonna switch to the bass because it's missing. So also I'm gonna rename it bass. And for the bass, I'm gonna use Modo bass because it's real bass instruments. And over the Modo bass, I'm gonna find some preset. I'll pick one, be a bit punk. Maybe it sounds nice. Okay, getting the bass notes. Just copying the bottom notes of the melody. Chord melody, yep. Okay, the bass. Now I'm gonna copy and paste it here. Also, oh shit. Also, I'm gonna get more of the notes over here. I think I missed some notes. Yep, the E was missing, so I'm gonna fix my mistake. Okay, so now we got the bass. Let's preview the bass. Okay, the Modo bass sometimes it's not that amazing, so okay, for the tutorial, I think I'm gonna render that out. So I'm gonna press the record button over here, disk recording, only the pattern, and I'm rendering the bass out. Okay, let's see if, yep, it worked. So yeah, let's see if it fits. Okay. Let's see how it is. Okay, later on we're gonna mix the base as well. So that's no problem. I'm just thinking that maybe I'm gonna add the base also again, the same preset. The preset be a bit punk. Okay, so I'm gonna just add the what were the last notes? Okay, I'm gonna add the last note when it goes to the drop. To get the feel of the track. Okay, so when it drops, this one plays. Okay, let's hear the drop now. Okay, so we're still missing some elements, like when it gets to the drop, we need some riser or something like that to get to the track. For this tutorial, I'm gonna get the symbol what we had on in the first, and adding this to here. Also gonna make that unique and reverse it. And I'm gonna match this with the other symbol. And so it sounds like this. Yup. So I think this will fill the gaps I have over here in the track. Also, I think this drum fill is a little bit too loud, so I'm gonna take it down a little bit. Also, I'm gonna see, I think I had the wrong time over here. Okay, so that should be the right time now. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, when breaking off the chorus, I think I'm just gonna add the same the symbols because it needs to break off. I'm gonna use the same drum pattern. You can use whatever you like, but I think it will sound dope when it goes to the track over here. Also, I'm starting off the drums a little bit more later because I think it adds a little bit more like the real feel to the track. So yeah, let's see how it is. Okay, I really like it, and I'm gonna bring the bass over here back again. And for the last, you know, like the build up, maybe we're gonna make the verse a little bit longer, so you know, like the same lead comes up again, and then you know, it drops to the same lead. So yeah, let's see how it is. Okay, so another tip for this tutorial, just think that if you want the drop to hit, then there's several things you can use. Also, like it's you know, it's probably the it's the most simple, you know, it's very simple trick, but it adds way more than you should think that it will add. So just take the gain up to the 1.2 decibels and create an automation clip, and also bring the EQ to the master track. Okay, now we got the EQ. So I'm just gonna highlight with the right click, like then you get the dots at the start of the chorus and the end, and also make another one after the chorus and before the chorus. So now I'm just gonna drag it down, so you will get like this. And also the beginning, turn it down, and for the second hook I'm gonna use the same thing. And now just hear the difference, what it does to the track. So I'm gonna just play it without the effect when it drops. Okay, that was the without the parametric EQ 1.2 decibels. Now with the effect. Okay, so that's with you know, like the track, and usually I do all these steps like I just showed you. I started off with the percussion, hi-hats, cymbals, open hats, then I move on to the snare, and then I move on to the kick, and after that I'm gonna do the bass line. So yeah, and the very start, I start with the melody. So yeah, then I know like pretty much what idea I have, and then I move on to the drums. And also there's many different ways you can do it. I do it like this. I find it useful. I find it, you know, like interesting. You can switch it up, you know. Maybe sometimes you can start with the drums, then you can do the melody, then you can really see what fits the best. So yeah, these are my steps, how I do it. Hope you enjoy making your beats, because it's all enjoyment. I make music for fun, for you know, for just
because I like it, and I like that kind of music. You can go crazy with the VST, and you don't have to know guitar, just do like I did, and you can do various type of tracks.